Most people think victims are chosen at random. Wrong. Criminals don't hope for luck. They hunt with precision. And the most terrifying part, you've probably already displayed several signals that predators look for without even realizing it. Today, we uncover the 7 shocking ways criminals pick their victims, according to real interviews with burglars, robbers, and predators. Once you understand these 7 steps, you'll never walk through the world the same way again. Every crime begins long before the attack, long before the weapon is drawn or the bag is snatched. A quiet evaluation takes place, a psychological scan that sorts people into 2 categories: worth the risk or too dangerous to approach. Let's break down the 7 rules criminals use. Number 1. Distraction, the easy catch. The top trait predators look for: headphones in, phone out, scrolling, a hood blocking your vision. Criminals see this as an open door. One offender said, "If they're on their phone, it's like they're giving me permission." Distraction screams you won't see them coming and you won't react fast enough. It signals I won't fight back. Number 2, body language, the walking signal. Criminals read posture like a second language. They look for small, hesitant steps, slumped shoulders, or nervous glances. They aren't looking for fighters. They're looking for people who seem unsure, timid, or overwhelmed. Your walk is a message, and they are listening.
Number 3, avoiding eye contact, the silent invitation. This is shocking. Not looking at a suspicious person can actually increase your chance of being targeted. Predators interpret it as fear, submission, or a lack of awareness. A criminal explained, "If someone looks at me before I get close, I walk away. If they don't, they're mine." You don't need to stare. A quick, confident glance, 1 second, is enough to say, "I see you." For most criminals, that kills the attack before it starts. Number 4, routines. Predictable equals vulnerable. Criminals love patterns. Same route to work, same bus stop, same evening walk. Predictability gives them 2 advantages. They know when you'll be alone and when you're most distracted. According to crime opportunity theory, offenders make rational choices by exploiting predictable behaviors. Vary your routes, change your timing, break the pattern. Predictability can be deadly. We're about halfway through, and if you're getting something out of this, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. My whole goal here is to give you practical, life-saving knowledge that empowers you to be safer. By subscribing, you'll get more content just like this, designed to help you navigate the world more securely. Now, let's get back to the last 3 ways criminals pick their victims. Number 5, visible valuables, the tempting target. Displaying expensive items, jewelry, electronics, designer bags, acts as a beacon for criminals. This isn't about blame, it's about strategy. Visible wealth tells an offender the potential reward is high. By simply concealing valuables, you remove yourself from their financial equation.
6th, isolation, the lone prey. Criminals hunt without witnesses. Being alone, especially in secluded or poorly lit areas, drastically increases vulnerability. An empty parking garage, a quiet jogging trail, a deserted subway platform. Predators prefer isolation because it removes the chance of intervention. Stay in groups when you can, and choose well-populated, well-lit routes. There is safety in numbers and in light. And finally, number 7. Appearing unprepared, the unready target. Offenders conduct a risk assessment. They look for signs a person seems passive or afraid, assuming they won't fight back. They avoid people who carry themselves with an air of preparedness. The goal is to project an aura that says, "I am not worth the risk." So, there they are, the 7 signals: distraction, body language, eye contact, routine, valuables, isolation, and preparedness. This knowledge isn't meant to make you fearful. It's meant to make you formidable, because every one of these signals is within your control. The hunt begins with perception, and today, you've learned how to change that perception. The power dynamic shifts the moment you decide you're no longer an easy target. Walk aware, walk with purpose, walk safe.
Criminals are scanning for reward. A visibly expensive phone, a luxury bag, jewelry, even designer shoes signal a potential score. But here's the twist they don't teach you. They aren't just looking at the object, they're looking at how attached you are to it. Someone holding a bag loosely or leaving their phone on a cafe table while they look away sends a clear signal. High reward, low risk. Most criminals aren't looking for a struggle. They're looking for a quick win. But if you're attentive, balanced, and in control of your belongings, you're just too much hassle. They move on. But it's not just about you. Predators are patient. They watch for environmental advantages, waiting for the perfect window. Think about it. Dimly lit streets, isolated ATM areas, underground parking lots, blind corners, quiet stairwells. They don't just choose a person, they choose a setting. One criminal put it bluntly, "I didn't choose the victim, I chose the location," and waited for the right person to walk in. You could be strong, confident, and aware, but a bad location dramatically reduces your advantage. This next part is the most chilling. Before they commit, many criminals run a test. It's extremely subtle. They might walk directly into your path, forcing you to move. They might approach from behind and match your pace. They could say a random word, drop something near you, or just stand a little too close. They're not attacking. They're gathering data. They want to know, do you freeze? Do you ignore them? Or do you react with awareness? If you adjust your path, turn your head, take out your headphones, or in any way show you've noticed them, you've just told them everything they need to know. This one is trouble, and trouble is the last thing they want. Imagine you're walking at night. You sense someone behind you. Most people ignore that feeling. They hope it's nothing. They just walk faster, head down, pretending everything is fine. To a criminal, that behavior screams, "Yes, you picked the right person." But now, imagine you stop. You turn your head and look directly at them. You don't have to be aggressive. You just have to be aware. You deliberately adjust your pace. That tiny, simple moment of acknowledgement can stop a crime before it ever begins. A study on situational crime prevention proves that even small acts of awareness can effectively deter criminal activity.
Because here is the great psychological secret. Predators don't fear your strength. They don't fear your height, your gender, or your size. The number one thing criminals fear is resistance. They fear noise. They fear attention. If you seem like someone who will shout, run, fight, or do anything to make things complicated, you become the wrong target. They want silence, speed, and obedience. Break any of those three, and they move on. The ways criminals pick their targets are not random. They're strategic, instinctive, calculated. But now that you know them, you can break their pattern. Awareness doesn't make you paranoid. It makes you powerful. Because once you understand how predators think, you learn to see danger long before it ever reaches you. If you want more videos revealing the psychology of danger, threat behavior, and human survival, subscribe to Mind Under Threat. Stay alert, stay aware, and remember, your mind is your most powerful weapon.